My mother said, "You ought to be ashamed of yourself worrying about what people will think of you. Don't you know that it doesn't make any difference what people think of you? All you have to know is that you're right."
I went to Vietnam hoping to see what the Vietnamese themselves were doing to rebuild their country, to see who else might be helping, and to hear what the Vietnamese would say about America today.
Tonight on Nova. A president dies in Dallas, and the world asks, who did it? Join Walter Cronkite as he asks, who shot President Kennedy?
Here is the best part. You have a head start if you are amongst the very young. The Vice President of the United States, Herbert H. Humphrey.
When an old friend like Jimmy Durante seemed to come almost within a syllable of introducing him as Herbert Hoover, it became one of those facts that said a lot about how Hubert Humphrey's campaign was moving in September.
I like to think about problems, look at them in different ways, and finally get an answer to them. So I've had a very fortunate life.
Within a few seconds after the atomic bomb was dropped over Hiroshima, 90,000 people were killed.
Every gun that is made, every warship launched, every rocket fired signifies, in the final sense, a theft from those who hunger and are not fed.
2 worldwide revolutions are going on today. Both involve food and who gets it. An estimated 500 million people are hungry, and the number is growing.
Without more family planning services, the current growth rate will lead to a doubling of the population to 10 billion in the next 40 years. Over 90% of the increase will be in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Meanwhile, because of pressure from groups like these, the United States government has reversed long-standing population policies and has stopped funding the largest international family planning agencies that operate in the Third World.
Pittsburgh town is a smoky old town. Pittsburgh town is a smoky old town. Solid iron from McKeesport down. Pittsburgh, Lord God.
Nearly 100 acres of tropical rainforest disappear every minute of every day. Many experts claim this situation is one of the most critical environmental issues facing our planet. Now, for the first time, a global investigation into a critical global question. Products known to cause cancer and birth deformities in animals, to cause blood disorders, paralysis, blindness, sterility, even death among people. Products totally banned or severely restricted for only certain uses in our part of the world. Why do we find these products unsafe here, but okay for use elsewhere? We travel to Bolivia, where critics claim misguided IMF loan agreements have spurred the production of coca. To the Philippines, where citizens are organizing against the World Bank and IMF. Their cry, "Do not pay the debt," is echoed around the developing world as a new global economic order is being created.
Transformation of these institutions.
So long as nations harbor terrorists, freedom is at risk, and America and our allies must not and will not allow it.
Well, I hope that effort to put an end to terrorism is going to include terrorism wherever we find it, including right here in the United States.
In the late afternoon of December 4th, 1980, an unmarked grave was found in a field in El Salvador. When it was opened in the presence of the U.S. ambassador, it revealed the bodies of 4 women. Mary Knoll's sisters Maura Clark and Ida Ford, Ursuline's sister Dorothy Kazel, and lay missionary Jean Donovan. Of the 5 officers later found responsible for the rape and murder of these women, 3 were graduates of the United States Army School of the Americas.
It seems like the whole country is on the move.
We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are a peaceful, loving people, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are a peaceful, loving people, and we are singing, singing for our lives.
All my life, what I wanted for my children.
Peace and quiet.
For the things I wanted for myself.
You being
I'm
serious?
not a hypocrite.
You know what we want? We want them to grow up and have children that will torture them the way they're torturing us. And their children will have children. We want them to go on. We want them to just live. That's what we want. That's why we're here at this whole thing.